Anybody out there that can hear me, I'm going to start coloring. So it's Jane from Living Skies Vintage if you haven't been here before. And if you have, welcome back. And if you haven't been here, welcome back. Welcome, come on in. Welcome back. And if you haven't been here, welcome back. So that's just me trying to get my live screen going over here so I can see if anybody decides to come in and chat with me. In the meantime, I'm going to keep working on this demon page that I am doing actually for the Holly Berries Piggy Pens hashtag Angels versus Demons. I should have written this down, but I decided to do this page for my demon page for Holly. And I started, now you can kind of see there's a little bit of difference between this side of the page and this side of the page. But I based all of this with my oil pastels, which I have had for plus 40 years, because I had them, and I'm just grabbing them. I had them when I went to school back in the 70s. Look at how much they cost me at the time. That was probably a pretty fair amount for me. Stalite stationery, I don't think exists anymore. But I can, so anyways, I used them, and I hadn't used them for quite a bit. They were still pretty buttery. They still gave me lots of color. And then what I did is I took a paper towel and then kind of buffed them all in. So the surface is like pretty much smooth. And on this side of the page, I've added a lot of pencils, color pencils to get all of this kind of going together. And I'm working myself this way, so I thought I'd turn on the old phone cam and let you see what I was up to. Now, is that just maybe a little too close? I don't know. I just don't know if that's any better, but I'll try not to knock you with my head. Oh, I do know what I wanted to show you, though. Where did I put it? Oh, yes. I put it out of the way so I could get the book out. So I'm just going to move my book over for a sec. I don't want to put this on top. So, I have a new pencil stash system. This is holding 2 full packs of Prismacolors, a pack of Black Widows, a pack of pastel colored pencils, and some assorted barrels, Laurentian barrels that I have inherited and will not throw away ever because they're such a good pencil. And yeah, so you can see these short stub ones I just actually had to throw in here to actually make them all stand up. So this is what I think would be like a letterbox possibly, or a mailbox that you would put on your counter. It's got 4 compartments in it. It's about the length of my hand, so it's about 6 inches long and maybe 8 inches this way, and about 4 inches high, and it fits all of my pencils except my really short ones. So I've put my really short ones in an extra cup that I keep, sorry guys if it's making too much clicky noise, that I keep on my desk, and I can see all of their tips quite easily, so I'll pick from those first. But I now have a place to have all my pencils. I can put it up on my shelf, or I can put it up at the top of my drawing area up here, which is what I'm going to do. Move this back over, and that still gives me enough that all of my book is on my desk. So there we go. So if you're anybody's there, please shout out and let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to start coloring and maybe talking to myself for a little while. Actually, it's what I'm doing now since no one's here. So I'm going to look for my... I want to get this bright, bright yellow back in here again. Oh, and I didn't tell you, I'd been using some neons on this. And this is going to be fun. You guys got to see this. Hold on. Let me just see if I can find my... So I'm just going to turn off my overhead light. You can still see pretty okay. Yeah, you can still see pretty okay. It's not that dark. I think I'll just close my curtain a touch so you can see what's going to happen here. But you can see kind of this glow I'm making. Well, check this out. Check out the neon as it pops up from behind all of the monsters. I'm just having a good time with this. So, and then see, I can make that little explosion going up that way just using my pencil. So he's really kind of shining out. So yeah, I'm trying to keep that going through the rest. This isn't done yet. It's getting there, but I don't have a lot of the neon pencil on there yet to make it glow. So that's what I'm doing with my demon page. So oil pastel base, and now I'm just trying to get some of the actual colors in for my... Guys, I knew I pulled out a number of these. So this is my Chartreuse. I've kind of finished with these green guys. I'm going to start doing these. Just kind of giving them a little more there. A little more green, bright green on this part of his face. He almost looks like he's blushing. We'll see how that turns out. That's a little dark. A little there. Just kind of, you know, where you can see where the lighter areas are. It's funny about this book. I don't know if you can tell. Let me just pull it over and you'll see it easier between these two. I'm grabbing, there we go. So see the line work on this one, then see the line work on this one. That's like two different types of line work almost. I don't know why this looks so crisp and clean, and then this is so sketchy. Again, this one is like crisp and clean, almost a sticker. And then this one is so sketchy, which is kind of matches the rest of the drawing of her. Even got a same thing over on this side of the page where he's crisp and clean. He's crisp and clean, but these guys are very sketchy. He's kind of a little in between. So I don't know if this was her original picture. Maybe they convinced her she needed to add more on the outside. I don't know. But I can see the line difference. Anyways. So if you come in, please say something. Put it in caps, and then I'll kind of notice you more out of the side of my eye. But I'm just trying to get going on this live. Well, I've got some time. Right now I've got some time before dinner that I can sit down and play with my pencils. So I wanted to. Do you ever get like that? Hey, when you're coloring? Anybody? Don't see anybody. Keep going. Here's my very short neon orange pencil that I need to see if I can sharpen just a touch more. I don't like using dull pencils. What about you guys? I have an electric pencil sharpener. This one's a little too short to do that. So I have this little hand sharpener here that I can get. Now I noticed I should make a remark about this this picture. If you've just come in, I actually did a base of oil pastels on this picture, and you can see that while I have a lot of color here, as I'm adding my pencil crayon, it's creating a bit of a texture. Like, I don't know if you can see here, like I went through this and I actually almost took out some of my purple pen, or purpley oil pastels with this pencil. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that it's creating a texture. I shouldn't use my fingers. Well, hey, Carol, how are you? I'm glad you came in. I've been talking to myself for a little bit, so I'm hoping I'll get a few more people here. Yeah, I'm just working on a demon page for Holly Berry and Piggy Pen's Demons versus Angels hashtags, and I'm doing a demon one out of Camilla Derrico's Cute and Crippy coloring book. In case you didn't hear me, I was just explaining how I had done the background on here and what I'm experiencing as I'm adding some of my pencils. I've used my very old oil pastels. I think I got these back in the 70s or 80s, so hence the $1.95 price. They're still in pretty good shape. Can't complain, and they went down pretty nice. And then I just kind of burnished the page with a paper towel so that, you know, it's not coming up on my hands. And now I'm using oh, well, good. I'm glad you came over. So now I'm just using some pencil crayon, and I'm noticing as I'm doing my pencil crayon that it's either the wax of the oil pastels. Oh, I guess it's not wax, it's probably oil or something that's changed. And it's creating almost like a texture, a really different texture on my coloring page. I kind of like it. You know, it's unexpected, but, you know, you got to roll with those things if you're just playing. So what are you drawing, Carol? I'm just sitting around. I'm enjoying myself before supper time. Before I got to go and actually do something about supper time. How about you? How did it go? Hey, Chris. How did it go in Banff for you, Carol? I think that was you, right? You were out in Banff selling with your son or son-in-law? Love those wooden stands. I'm using this brush to kind of to move my little pencil scrapings away, because if I use my hand, I'm afraid I'm going to get the oil pastel sweeping across something I don't want. Oh, that's good. Very good that it went well. Okay, yes, I saw those. They looked great. And how's Chris? What's she up to? You just kind of waiting before supper like Carol and I? Carol's probably... I think she's around 3 o'clock right now in the afternoon. Oh, no, that's the wrong color. I was showing off. You guys probably weren't here by when I showed this a little bit earlier. It's my new pencil container, my new coloring pencil container. I think it's a bamboo letter holder or stationery holder, and I've got 2 Prisma sets in here, a Black Widow set, a StarJoy set, and some pastel pencils in here. So now I have my colors all in front of me, and I can move it around. I used to have them all in jars or glasses. Right now, like this one. And I would bring down the colors I needed, but this is much better. One at a time, I can dig it down. Yes View, I got that many in there. I think there's over 300. And then my really short ones that were too short to actually fit in the box or would get lost, I've just thrown them all in this cup. And then they're kind of like quick to grab whenever I want a quick coloring pencil. View, I thrifted it. Ah. Well, I'm going to pull this book back. I'm working on Camilla Errico's. I'm sorry, Chris, I didn't see your stream. I'll have to go and rewatch it. And hey there, View. Glad you came in. Yes, View. $5. Snapped it up. It's worthwhile, that's for sure, going and taking a peek in some of those shelves some days. I just wander through and look for things that look like they'd be worthwhile. Get up off the floor, View. Thank you. So, I'm making my Demons page. Yeah, well, that's the Chartreuse. That's okay. Then I'm going to do for the Holly Berry hashtag Angel versus Demons. I was trying to envision some things to be other than they want. Hey, did you guys see the light show? Did I show you? Were you all here when I had the light show? Hold on a sec. I'm just going to turn off my overhead lights. It's not going to get too dark. No, just a little dark. Just a little dark. I'll close that curtain a little bit. I've been using neon on my coloring page, so check this out. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. This guy I like. There, that's better. I kind of took him off the side there. That's better. But yeah, they're having fun. So I'm just adding the neon now to this side of the page. See, I'm working on this side of the page, bringing that all down and around. So that's what I'm up to. Finishing that off. It's fun to do little different things every once in a while. Yeah, they were actually, those are the neon pencils that come in your Prismacolor sets, in the 150 Prismacolor sets. So you have neon pink, neon green, and neon orange. There's my orange. And my green's in here somewhere. And I know I have a yellow somewhere too. So there you go. And they do show up neon. That was these stripes over here is this coloring pencil. So using my oil pastels, and you maybe can see some of the marks I'm doing here. I use my oil pastels as a base, and then I'm putting coloring pencil over top of it, and you can see that the pencil is kind of working itself through the oil pastel and creating some interesting marks. But for the most part, it doesn't, I'm using this brush, but I have been using my hand, but I can go across here and I'm not getting any pickup on my skin. So it's fun. What I did with my oil pastels is I used a paper towel and I burnished it all in circles, tight circles, to take off the majority of the buildup. So it's pretty smooth on the paper now. So that's what I'm up to. And I've lost my pencil. Is that the one I want? This will do for now. So yeah, that's what I'm up to at the moment. Just trying to build up some different colors around her. To get this background going. Where's my neon pink again? There it is, yes. Do a little bit in there. You might not be able to tell the difference, but I can see. Don't use your hand. Push that over a little more. So I have more underneath, so you guys can see. So there's the neon pink. So that's the neon pink. I'll prove it to you. That's the neon pink Prismas that I just put down in there in that straight line. I'm not even going to turn off my light. Can you see the difference? Yes, there you go. Is that my neon pink? Yeah, that was my neon pink. My orange shows up way better than the neon pink does, that's for sure. There, try that. Whoops. There we go. There. Yeah. The orange is working a lot better than the pink is, but that could, you know, look at that. Even the end of the pencil lights up. Yeah, the pink glows. I have a set of highlighters that I use for a lot of my neons rather than the Prismacolors, but I didn't want to use them in here, especially since I've used the oil pastels. That's just not gonna work. So let me see. I was looking for my dark purple. There we go. And like I was saying, with these oil pastels, I'm creating quite a texture, if I want, with my pencils alone. I'm not a very neat colorer, but I don't tend to be neat at the moment. pink back? There it is. Well, you try if you got oil pastels, try them in your book too. But they work really well, really well. And if you ever just office highlighters, if you want to use them, they also work really well for neon. Just trying to get some of this background filled in. Got lots of layers to go yet for this to get to that. But I gotta get moving. Gotta get it done. Because I said I would. And I still haven't found my neon yellow. Might be a shorty. Ooh. Little ASMR pencil clacking. There's my lemon. I have a confession. Deep yellow. I have a confession. I actually have a whole nother box of Prismacolors sitting on my shelf when they went on sale, oh gosh, a couple of years ago. And thank goodness it was a couple of years ago because they were a lot cheaper. But I bought one set and then they went on sale again and I bought 2 more sets. So I still have one full set that I have yet to crack of Prismacolor pencils, the 150s. I never used mine for years either, Carol, and I found these the other day and I went, I'm going to see if they're even usable. So, and they're usable in my coloring books now. I'm going to have to try them on some proper paper though and see how they go. They're, like I say, they're pretty old. They're still kind of buttery, but they're a little temperamental. And that they don't give you that really rich, thick feel that you used to get. Sorry, I start coloring and I stop talking. That's my problem with lives. Oh, well, thank you, View. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's kind of like part 1 of this. I was just playing along. You were there. Again, just trying to get some color in, fill up the space. It'll all come together yet. And then I'll finish doing her. I started to do a little bit of the darker purple in her hair. Is this my dark purple? Yes. Which I'm also using on the outside. Just give this a let me. Ooh, yes, I haven't tried Albert Dürer, and that's one I would love to try. I do love my Inktense. So, yes, I'm so happy with my stock of Prismas. What do you want to ask? Are fluorescent kind of the same as neon? Yes. Yes, I believe they are, View. So if you have fluorescent markers, they should show up under a black light also. Trying to sharpen my pencil here and it is not cooperating. Tip broke. That's the only bad thing with Prismas, as I always find, that the tips want to break when you sharpen them. See, look at that. And I like a sharp pencil. That's going to have to do for the moment. But yeah, I was going over some of her hair here with my, like, look. Growl. Growl. I hate wasting my pencils like that. If I'm careful, I can keep the tip in for a bit. Anyways, this is what I'm up to with the dark purples. I just want to get the darker areas in with that color. Give it a little more dimension. And I can see a little crumb there. Here's my brush. Go away. And we blend some of this out. There it goes. That, I had enough of that tip. Everybody hold your ears. Hold your ears. I have an electric one. Oh, one more time. I have it over in the corner here. Okay, now that that's started, maybe it'll cooperate. There, let's try that. It's the only thing, I don't really like to use the electric one, but it gets to a point that I just don't have the hand strength and I can't get it to cut nice. So yeah, just giving this a little depth of color, which I had started over here and I haven't finished, so maybe I should come back over here. I'm terrible. I jump around my pictures from place to place, putting color here, putting color there. Yeah. That was the bad thing about when I did these oil pastels and I had to use the paper towel. That was getting a bit much on my wrist after doing the whole page, that's for sure. I wouldn't want to do a lot of those. But it doesn't take long to feel better. I wear one of those wrist things at night too. Try and get in here in the crease of the book. I'll go as far as I can to get the colors in, even though I can't get all the way in. Don't like to break it completely. Oh, you jump around too, Chris? Okay. I think it makes for a more balanced picture in the end because I like to spread the colors that I use all over the picture. I saw someone, it might have been, I think it might have been Lori. She asked a question on her channel the other day about pencils and whether stroke pencil direction made a difference or not. Well, I think it does. This is, it's how I create my textures. I'm sure how most people create their textures. I'm not a teacher by any means. And I haven't really finished coloring her face yet either. I'm putting that in. That'll come. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to attack her, but you can see how I'm going to get with this darkness of this here. I can play one what on YT. I forget what I said, frankly, View. We ain't buying it from either of you. Oh, teacher? Oh, come on. I'm not a teacher. I might sound like a teacher, but I'm not a teacher. You can you are more than welcome to watch me do what I do, and I'll tell you the little bit that I know, but I'm not a teacher. So there you go. But if you're like me, you like to watch what other people do, see their little tricks, and then try it out yourself. And that's, you know, isn't that part of why we go to other people's channels? Besides the chatting and the fun and the company and getting away from the TV or all that stuff going on these days. I won't say any more about that, but yeah, this is a nice escape. I live with my son, so he also, he likes to kind of keep informed, so that's fine. He looks after me and I look after him. So yeah, I like the way it's coming out. I like the little bit of texture that's coming out here. I'm going to do this a little more pink, I think, and just blend it in a bit. Look at that. That's the Prisma, and you can see it just blend away. Well, there you go. Yes, Chris, you are very good, but you are a teacher. Right? Aren't you? Like that's not I know you do, View. I saw it this morning. Who, Chris? Does Chris have one too? Should we get her to color along with us? Aha. It's the Find Color one that I've got. I'm trying to make look at my little stub of a neon orange pencil is all I got left. Ah, see, I knew you were a teacher. I remembered that much. Ooh. And View just got hers too, so you've got, and Carol, you got Kirby Roseanne. Well, we've got a few of those too, View and I. Sorry, I'm trying to put my pencil back in its holder here. There. Okay, so you have the other one. I think you just should color in it and see and show us, because they're both beautiful books. And if the paper's anything like the Find Color one, you're going to love using it. I've actually got quite a bit done in my Find Color one, though there's still a lot more to do. Oh, here it is. I had it out because I was looking through it. I was looking through it to ask View. Oh, signed by the author. Wow, that's nice. I don't think mine's signed, but I did get a couple of nice enclosures. So I've been using my Kuretake Gansai Tambi paints in this book. Let me see if I can move it up a little further so you can see it. My pencils are in the way. Hold on. Move this over there, and this here. So this is, yeah. Is that in the middle now? I have Worlds Within Worlds and Anamorphia, Kaleidomorphia, and Worlds of Color. And those ones might have some of those same pictures in there too. But yeah, this is my Gelly Find Color book. What I've worked on so far. I got this, I guess this is mostly 2025. I did these in. Yeah, I used my Kuretake Gansai Tambi paints on those. And actually with the for the skin texture or the skin colors, because I didn't really have good color paints for that, I used Crayola's Colors of the World watercolor felt tip markers. And they don't go through, but they give you a nice base to give the colors on. Oh, well, thank you, View. I enjoyed coloring in this book immensely. And then I use black fine tip markers for eyebrows and eyelashes, and you'll see that I've used it too over here on this page. I'm starting to use a little bit in her hair. I really enjoyed doing this one with the dragon, with all the watercolors. And then what I do is I go over it with my pencil crayons. But yeah, I've been working on this for a while. This, I didn't like the bare area so much, so I decided to add in all that extra pattern there with the feathers. But when you look at this book, this entire page is actually blank in this part. This is one of my favorites. I wanted to do her reflections in the mirror with the lights. Just tried to get that effect. And then the darkness behind. So I think I achieved it. I got, her dark back and having fun. Most of these are, yeah, they're all with my Gansai Tambi. And then some of these here, like these are fine line markers that I've used to do the hair and some of the details on the dress there and here. And then these pages. Oh, here's where I used, you can see I used the fine tip marker very much so in their hair to get the different textures in there. The 4-page spread. Oh, the one that I've got has got that fold out. I don't particularly like the pictures of them, but I started. I'll keep it up. So yeah, it's been a lot of labor of love. Yeah, more of the fine line markers in their hair here. Yeah, is this the, I think this is this one? Oh, I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about, okay, here's the one. I'll let you look at this for a second. This is the one I spilled all that masking fluid on. This is the one you're talking about. This was fun to play on. Thank you, Carol. This is what you're talking about. This 4-page spread, where you've got all the characters marching in a row. I think I used this as my test for the Kuretake. I don't know, no, I haven't quite finished it. I can see I've got some at this end page. Probably need some details yet to finish. But that was a lot of fun. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Chris. So let's go on. So I did that one, and then, so that's the last one I've done. But I think, where are we? This is it. This is the next one that I'm going to be doing. It's the same paper. It seems to react exactly the same. So this is the next one that I'm going to be doing, and View's going to be doing a color along. She's going to be doing the same page. And what, we decided to have this done by the end of the month? Okay, got a couple of weeks to work on it. We'll see how this works out. But this should be fun with the cherry blossoms. A little bit of grayscale in there, and these cuties, and then the faces. So it's a good variety of stuff. Okay, well, if you don't think you're going to get it done by the end of the month, then you don't press yourself, because I don't want you to hurt your wrist, okay? And I'm using mostly my Kuretake, but in the end, I'll probably add some pencil and other gel pens and that. That's just the way I roll. That's just the way I roll. So that's what you and I are going to be up to. As I said, this one I'm trying to get done real quick, so I can get that ready for the end of this month too. And what else? Oh, I have one. I also am doing a color along with Yolande from Devon Rex for art, and this one isn't due until the end of May, I think. Whoops. End of May, yeah. And it's in the, where are we? I'll have to find it there. Aviary, voyage. Where's my wolf moon? I've put the book somewhere and I can't see it. I'll have to show it to you another time. I'm sorry. I won't keep you busy. Yeah, I've used Inktense in actually quite a bit books. I've used Inktense in Johanna Basford's books, and I've used Inktense in Kirby's books. I've also used Inktense in Lizzie Mary Cullen's books, which I only have one, The Fantastic Voyage, I think it's called. A magical journey. Magical journey, that's what the one it is. As a color along, I don't have any of the eerie romantic countries. So maybe I should stop talking and keep coloring at the same time instead of just yakking away. Get some of this done because I'm cutting it close to dinner. I need to go down. I got some nice thick pork chops, and I'm gonna bread them up and bake them in the oven tonight. And that should be nice. Got a salad. Maybe do some rice with those tonight. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, the Magical Journey is lots of fun. I like that one too, View. And I've used my Inktense in that quite a bit. I'm gonna have to dig for my yellow neon pencil. So I can finish doing these guys. I think it's falling inside the container. That I'm gonna have to get it out of the other box. Oh no. I do love my neons. There's just certain things that they just, lend themselves so well. Especially when you want to do little tricks with your Blacklight. I have a Blacklight because I also do jewelry stuff. I sell vintage jewelry and other vintage items, but usually the Blacklight I need for my jewelry stuff so I can tell what things are. Eileen's book. How are we doing here for time? Pretty good. Okay, I'm going to go until 5 o'clock, so that's about another 15 minutes and so. Oh, a teacher that comes on everyday coloring, Eileen. Sounds interesting, guys. I love doing sketches. Oh. She has Find Color too. I love seeing people that have that book. I love seeing what they do with it. I'll have to check out your shares and see if I can find her. Always interested in new colorists. Because whether we like to admit it or not, or whether other people like to admit it or not, we are artists also. You know, we pick and choose what we do with our colors. You don't always stay in the lines. All right, Carol. Well, thanks for coming by. I'm going to be taking off pretty quick too, so you go get that laundry done, and I'll be going to get my supper made. And I'll see you again soon, I hope. I'm going to try and do this a little more often. So, catch you later. You too, View. Alrighty. Well, you take care of you, and I'll be keeping an eye out for you coming popping on. You too, Chris. I'll be looking and seeing if I can catch you coming on. Like I said, I'm going to be popping off here right away, so don't be worried about me if you need to go. I just appreciate that you guys all popped in when you did. It sure helps me. I've made it to my 1,000 subscriber mark. I just need to get my watch hours up a bit more. So I'm going to be doing a little more of this than I had before. So I hope you come by when I do. I just don't have a good time in particular. I'm like View. I think I'm just going to end up popping on View when I can. Okay, I will. I will, View, and I will see you soon. Catch you soon. Thanks a lot. And you know what? I'm going to say goodbye now, too. I might as well. You guys are all having to go, and I don't need to stay on the extra few minutes. So you guys take care, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Goodbye. Give me that thumbs up, and share it out if you can. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye now.